Welcome to the British LGBT Awards. How are we feeling?
Oh,
We're just
fantastic.
having the best night.
We absolutely are. It's always a real treat to come here, and it's just a night of celebration. And being in Pride Month as well is an absolute treat. Really, really fantastic.
I think for me, it's just we're in a room just full of people who are all about the same thing. We're all here for LGBT equality, inclusion, and making a difference. And just being in a group of people who are all like that, it's just a really nice atmosphere and a really fabulous night.
I love that. And obviously you're here as sponsors as well. Talk to us about that. What does this partnership mean to you? And what do you hope people take away from this as well? What does this mean to you to be part of the British LGBT Awards?
I guess at Tesco, we've done quite a lot within our organisation to make sure we can improve things for our LGBTQ plus colleagues, and how can we make it a better place to work. And we've been on a bit of a journey over the last few years, and we're kind of in that place now where it's like, actually, it's not just about fixing what we've got internally, but how can we give back to the wider community. And I said in my speech earlier, I want to get to a place where events like this don't have to exist, because we are just all seen as equal, but we're not there yet. And I think that the power of an event like this is that it brings so many people together, maybe people who actually wouldn't speak to each other or wouldn't work together, and we're all here for a common purpose. And I think, for us it's about what can we do to give back to our community, to raise the profile of LGBT inclusion, and just the amazing work that people here do. Like, all of the top 10s just are incredible, and we feel really, really privileged to be among sort of the 9 other companies in our category. And I think it's just, what can we do outside of the Tesco bubble to make a difference to wider community?
Absolutely, it is a real privilege, and I think there's also something about using our scale. So we're the UK's largest retailer, so we have a really wide reach. So how can we use that to educate more people, to raise awareness, and to really fly the LGBT flag as much as we possibly can? So we're all about that.
I love that. You also mentioned, you touched upon the power and the importance of a night like this. Could you tell me more about that? Why is an event like the British LGBT Awards important, necessary?
I think for me, I'm 28. Like, I grew up and there have been people who are out in society, but it's about, there's so much diversity, and the power of seeing people like you, like us, like everyone here, and being able to see people like you succeeding and something to aspire to. And I think this is what events like this, it's the best of the best, but equally it's just normal people making a difference. And I think it shows that anyone, any person, any celebrity, any business, any charity can make a difference, and is there to support all of our LGBTQ plus communities.
Absolutely, and I think the atmosphere tonight is electric. It's really inclusive, it's really friendly, it's really welcoming, and I think events like this are great role models for that culture within the LGBTQ plus community and beyond. And so, this event to raise, visibility of fantastic, successful, inspiring role models who are from the LGBTQ plus community, but also celebrating our allies as well. So those fierce, unapologetic allies who are speaking up for the LGBTQ plus community at tables and in situations where they don't have a voice. I think it's absolutely so powerful and something to be celebrated, and this event really brings everyone together with that common purpose, and it's just magic.
Thank you so much. That was so well put. I was like, yes. Tell me more about Tesco and why LGBT plus inclusion causes attention is so imperative, and what can people outside learn from what Tesco is doing? What sets Tesco apart?
Should we go first?
I think diversity and inclusion as a broader concept, of course, is absolutely the right thing to do, but it's also commercially strategic. So we know that businesses that embrace diversity and inclusion, whether that's LGBTQ plus or other diverse characteristics, they thrive and they perform better and they achieve more than businesses who don't. So from a business perspective, it's absolutely the right thing to do and commercially strategic. But I think the culture at Tesco is everyone's welcome. Everyone is welcome without exception at Tesco. And I think using our scale to promote that culture, winning hearts and minds one at a time, and changing that culture. Culture is a big thing. We don't change it overnight, right? But winning hearts and minds one at a time is how over time we will see that progression, and we'll get to a place where we really need to be. Because, nights like tonight and Pride in general is all about celebration and recognising the great achievements that we've made, recognising how far we've come, but also it's a time for us to look forward and to think about where we need to get to next. But we know that together we will get there.
I think Nicola said before, we're the largest retailer. We are one of the largest private employers in the UK. I don't have the numbers to officially say it, but we have the most LGBT staff out of any company in the UK, so of course it matters. We have so many amazing staff in our stores, in our DCs, driving, in the office, wherever they are, and it's about making sure that people feel seen, feel that they can be themselves, and that they're welcome. I think you said about what can other businesses learn from Tesco. I think there's so many things that we do really, really well, and we're both part of the LGBTQ plus network, and I love the team so much, and I think we do a really good job, and I guess a real shout out to everyone who's part of that. But we don't do everything right, and I think we lean into that, and we know that we get things wrong, and I guess for a lot of people, conversations about LGBTQ plus inclusion can be really uncomfortable, and we know that to make progress, you need to listen to things that you don't want to hear. So I guess if there's anything people can learn from us, it's be willing to listen, be willing to accept that we're not perfect, we get things wrong, and actually it's okay to get things wrong as long as you admit it, apologise, and learn from that. And I think it's that just culture from just at a business level and an individual level. Pronouns, for example, I misgender someone, I apologise, I correct myself, we move on, I make a mental note to do better next time. And that I guess, mentality is what we want to bring across all levels of our business.
I love that. Inclusion by default. I know the night is young and it's just starting, but what's been the best moment, or what are you looking forward to tonight?
Well, for me, my best moment so far was seeing Adam and Henry give their speech. You absolutely did Tesco proud. But yeah, I really couldn't pinpoint another moment. It's just a really fantastic atmosphere, and I'm meeting so many inspiring and fantastic people. I'm just having a great job. Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, thank you for being here.
I mean, I completely agree. I loved being able to speak in front of everyone. We're nominated in the Inclusive Company category, so either I'm really looking forward to winning that category and coming home with an award, or actually seeing who wins it and being so pleased for them, and then going home tomorrow and be okay, what are they doing, and how can we come back next year and get that trophy off them?
Yeah, it's such an honour to be considered, isn't it? But there's always more work that can be done. So,
just the stories that come out, the work that people do across the whole of society is just incredible and inspirational. And I guess as someone who's gay, it's really moving that everyone here is here to support me, us, and our community. And you can't put into words what that means.
So much love.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, and have a wonderful night.
You too,
I'm
and
sure I
happy
will
Pride.
Happy Pride. I'm sure I'll see you on the dance floor later.
You will.
100%.
Amazing. Have a lovely evening.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.